too. So
What up, Horde? Back for another wonderful week of college fucking football. Found out who I think we found out this week who the real teams are and who the pretenders are, real heavy. You know what I'm saying? But fucking solid news for this week for this show is that in the podcast we got kind of a little sponsorship. So this episode is brought to you by W Energy. If you like us, if you're like us and you need the extra boost without the crash, W's clean energy, no jitters, no fillers, just fuel to keep you focused and ready. And since you're already part of the Horde, we give you guys 10% off of your order. You just use code GCSD pod at checkout. GCSD pod, 10% off of W. It's at WGGDUBBY.GG. That's their website. Support the pod, support the Horde, support yourself, stay energized, have a cursed day with it. So that's W. Go check them out. They got some crazy stuff, really kind of crazy flavors, like Japanese Yakuza fuel and like tiger's blood, and they have s'mores. And they did a bunch of tumbler designs with like a collab with Solo Leveling, which is like an anime. They have just like a bunch of really cool tumblers. They seem pretty cool. So yeah, go check it out and help us out, help you out. It'd be cool. All right, Lunatic. How are you this week, sir?
I'm doing good. I didn't catch as much football as I wanted to for the whole games, but I did catch all of the highlights, and I think I got a pretty good sampling of everything that I needed to see this week.
Good. Yeah, I think I did too. It's tough, man. Like night games kind of throw things off a little bit, but especially when it's against like a mid-range opponent, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's tough to really get yourself up for the game that late at night. You know what I'm saying? Because like usually when at fucking night, it's like you're thinking like, oh, Georgia or Tennessee. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you think like we're about to have a banger. Not to say this game wasn't a little closer than need be, but like it wasn't Georgia versus Tennessee. You know what I'm saying? So, but I digress. So we'll just start where we always start. Julian Say, fucking still Super Saiyan, I think. Had some bumps, bruises, whatever. Threw a couple. The first pick, I say fucking fluke, weird pick. I wish that didn't get attributed to him. Second pick, he probably obviously should just take the fucking sack there, right?
Right.
But also Tegra should also fucking block somebody there too. So, you know what I'm saying? Julian not totally at fault. Made a stupid decision. Tegra made a shit play. Which
Anianwa promptly came in and replaced him for a couple of downs.
Yeah, I think Anianwa played 18 snaps from what I looked at. But I think from what I heard, they're running into the same problem with both those dudes. Where like they're really super talented, they're very athletic, they just get like lazy and tired. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. And I don't know if they need to rotate more. I really would just like to see Ethan Anianwa at this point. Like he can't be any worse than Tegra.
I agree.
Which is crazy because we saw Tegra play fucking good. We saw Tegra go and be on a national championship team and play like he fucking should have played. And then here we are back the only one that went back to square one this year is Tegra. Everybody else is like evolved. Austin Sarafold is fucking killing it. Luke Montgomery, killing it. Carson Hinsman, solid center this year.
Yeah. Our offensive line is our strength. And if you're missing a beat, you got to make that replacement. Have Anianwa start and get most of the snaps, and Tegra come and spell him when he needs to.
Yes, I agree.
I think that would make Tegra hungry again too. So
yeah, I think they smacked him down or whatever. Yeah. So we'll start with Julian saying, what's your thoughts on Julian saying?
I was watching these other games highlight rolls, and it's been a long time since we've had to worry about our quarterback. I mean, not to spoil anything, but Klubnik looked mid at best.
So mid.
So we don't have to worry about that because I'm sure that Keenholz is better than the way Klubnik played this week.
Yeah, no, listen. I'm thinking fucking secretly, if I'm Georgia Tech, this is I'm tampering and calling Lincoln Keenholz right now. Like, listen, man, Haynes King's leaving next year. Check out some film, brother. I think you gonna fit in. Come on, Keenholz. I did listen. He would go down there and be Haynes King too, for sure.
Right. And
7 types of CTE, like.
But we'll get to that one, right?
Yes, we will get to that one. It is on the docket.
Okay. No, the Buckeyes saying he just keeps doing the routine things routinely. The big plays, sometimes the pass isn't the best place or placement, but we've got the talent that goes and gets the ball.
I agree. Well, look, Julian Sand was 25 for 32. He only had 5 actual incompletions. Like 2 of them were interceptions, which I touched on. The one was a weird freak thing. The other one maybe threw, what he should have taken the sack. So 5 other incompletions. Like, that's not bad, dude. 347 yards. Like, that kid's killing it right now. Like, I still think he's killing it. I think he played okay. He didn't play lights out, but like, dude, his long ball. Like, remember when Will Howard couldn't really throw the long ball? Julian's banging the long ball. Every fucking throw, dude, is where it should be. Listen, the one he threw to JJ. Well, the one he threw to JJ on the sidelines that was kind of underthrown. If you watch the tape, he threw that ball when JJ was 12 yards deep. That was a 40-yard pass. So he think about that. 28 more yards before he threw it up with enough air. I think the way he throws the ball is he throws it he gets a good arc on it. And so when you see his trajectory, he throws it quick. He throws it super high. He gets a lot of air under it, but he's got the power. He's got more power than Will Howard. Will Howard was floating balls all year last year, and he got better towards the playoffs. But I think Julian's saying his long balls are getting better. Like the one bad pass he had in the Texas game was still a touchdown for 45 yards. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
And that's made a play, but
the second touchdown to the second one to Tate. It wasn't a great pass.
Right. No, it wasn't. It wasn't. But it wasn't a bad pass either. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't think he threw any really, really horrible passes other than maybe the one that got tipped. Maybe he admitted I didn't necessarily see the spy, but listen, man, he's still a freshman. He's 3 games into his freshman season. He played fucking 20-some snaps last year.
19-year-old kid.
He played less than 30 snaps last year. So this is basically his first real college. And to throw for 347 yards on a mid-tier FBS team, to beat the number 1 team in the country, it looks fucking cool as ice doing it, and to ball out against the people you're supposed to ball out against. I don't know if we could have asked him to do too much more.
Oh, I know. I agree. He's getting the playing time in the beginning, but we're blowing people out. Go back and look. Tell me what the last pass he threw in that game against Ohio. At what point? What was the time? The last pass he threw?
Sometime in the third quarter, I think.
I think so.
So I'd have to go look. I rewatched the game one other time, and I'd have to go look for that. But I'll rewatch it this week and see. But yeah, no, I mean, listen.
But you know what I'm saying? He's not. He's second right now in completion ratio.
I think he's the best quarterback in the Big. I think he's the best quarterback in the Big Ten, and he is probably top 5 in the country. I'm talking.
I agree.
Julian Sand, Carson Beck, fucking Dante Moore, and JKS. Maybe the kid from Texas A&M is kind of balling. Whatever his name is, Dressel Reed or whatever.
but but when they start playing
We'll
teams that
see.
they should,
I mean, the
right?
Texas A&M dude looked good against Notre Dame and shit, which we can touch on Notre Dame and fucking Texas A&M, but like it's still like I think Julian saying for what he's faced, like we talked about before the show, you faced the number one team in the country who is still probably a top 15 team. Like even if they're not what we thought they were at the beginning, they're not the number one team. They're still a top 15 team. Texas is still going to be top 3 probably in the SEC. So like, okay, so you're playing a top tier team, then you play an FCS team who you were supposed to blow out and you looked the fuck apart, and then you go against the previous MAC champions, good solid team, played Rutgers to the fucking wire, beat a good West Virginia team that just beat Pitt this week. You know what I'm saying? So not inept. And so we played we played top tier, we played lower tier, and we played mid tier. So like I think we have a good sample size. Whereas there's some people that haven't played fucking anybody. You're saying you got people like who's Oregon played?
Nobody.
Right. And listen, they looked the part. They looked how they're supposed to look, but like they haven't played. Like nobody's gonna tell me that Oklahoma State is a middling FBS team. No fucking way. They're the worst team probably in the Big 12, which is like the worst conference. So like, you understand? Like that's saying the way fucking Oklahoma State looked, they're like Akron level bad. Like shouldn't be an FBS team.
Okay, then we'll cut to the chase and make that Oregon. Who do they play this week? And we'll make sure that they're on our docket for next week.
It's not the Penn State game this week, I don't think. Hold on.
I don't think it is.
Oregon State. They play the Civil War this week.
Okay, so then that should be. But then you know how those kind of games are.
Listen, fucking Oregon State might fuck around and bring it. Listen, they're not a great team, obviously, but we should watch it. I would like to see Oregon. I want to know because to me, the way it looks on paper and the highlights I've seen, Oregon does look the part of the second best team in the country, but they haven't fucking played anybody. So like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm more impressed with Georgia Tech's win over a shit Clemson team and the other teams that Georgia Tech has beat than I am with fucking Oregon's blowout wins when they should have been. And everybody telling me fucking Dante Moore is the fucking second coming of whatever. Like, he was a middling, he wasn't even a fucking starting quarterback at fucking UCLA. And like, yeah, like he's got a couple good receivers, but I mean, is the Oregon team what it was last year? I don't think so.
No.
I don't think what is last year. Like they don't have the running backs, they don't have the same defense, they don't have the wide receivers. They're missing their top 3 receivers. You're telling me DeCorian Moore, if DeCorian Moore, like he would have to have a Jeremiah Smith level season, and I think the kid's good. I don't think he's that fucking good. No fucking way. That's just my personal opinion. I just don't think he is like having seen JJ for a full year firsthand. In depth, breaking down games, watching film for a full year, you know what different looks like when you see that now. And that kid looks good. He looks like he's probably the best. I'm not willing to say the best freshman receiver in the country, but like one of the best, obviously. He is killing it. But they're not playing anybody. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like JJ looked like a cheat code all the time, not just against Grambling, not just against, you know what I'm saying? Like all last year, like the national championship game that they threw a fucking 40-yard bomb to that dude and he got 7 yards of separation and everybody knew where the ball was going. Like you single covered the fucking best player in college football in the national championship game and he got 7 yards of separation on the corner that was supposed to shut him down.
And he just slowed down. Had to slow down a little bit to get the ball. That's the reason he got caught.
Right. And then listen, the one play where they fucking flipped it back to JJ, or like when JJ took off, motion back, and they came back and they threw it to him. Dude, everybody, the defender knew exactly where it was going, and he literally was screaming, jumping up and down, waving his arms like he's getting the ball, and they still couldn't get him
because they thought it was going to be a tunnel screen. The way he changed his feet and ran,
and then he went in motion.
They knew he was going back the other way.
Yep.
And that's what he was screaming. He's going to go the other way. He's going to go the other way.
Yep. And then they doubled back on him.
Psych.
Doubled right back on him, was wide open, walked in the end zone. Like, oh, shit. That's great. Listen, shout out Brian Hartline for bringing that play to the national championship game and calling it when you're not even the offensive coordinator.
Right.
Fucking, you know what I'm saying? Good for you, man. Okay, we got off track there, but we will watch Oregon this week. Mark that down. Oregon versus Oregon State is one of the, because we got 5 games this week because Ohio State's not playing, so we got 5 other games. So Oregon can be kind of the one-off. Fucking, we just want to do some research game. All right, so here we go. Let's get into it. Julian saying, what's your grade for Julian saying?
I give him a solid B. He only hit five passes on the ground, but he threw some passes that he shouldn't have, and he got bailed out on some.
He did.
So solid B. B plus.
Listen, I'm more inclined to go B minus. I thought C for a minute, but I rewatched the game. Not a C performance. Like it was pretty good. He wasn't great, but he still threw for 347. You know what I'm saying? He still had 3 touchdowns. It's the 2 picks that look bad, and that's just inexperience. So like I'll go B minus. So like we're still B's. Okay. Running backs.
What is up with James Peoples?
Dude, listen. What is up with either one? Listen, at this point, like I know it sounds crazy and everybody's beating the drum, but fuck it. Why is Bo Jackson not RB1, and why are we still quibbling about it? James Peoples, CJ Donaldson, they can be specialists. Like not even James Peoples. Like CJ Donaldson can be the fucking drive through your face back and fucking put Bo Jackson in RB1. Let CJ Donaldson try to be Timu Quinshon Judkins, but let Bo Jackson be fucking Bo Jackson. Dude, 9 carries both games, 108 and 109. Come on, man. If he's not running back 1.
And one of them was in 1 quarter.
Right. And listen, he had a 52-yard one against Grambling. Next this last week, 64-yard one. And listen, dude, he if you go back and watch that, the long run, he bust through the hole so quickly. The dude hit him, took a step, and he jumped cut out of it and took off. He jumped cut out of a tackle. Like
he runs behind his pads very well.
Yes. The burst that he hits the hole with is Travion Henderson. He doesn't have top end speed like Travion, but the decisiveness and the burst he hits the hole with is so crazy. It's so crazy. It's Travion like.
So how's he going to build that speed? We running stairs all summer?
Coach Mick, baby. Listen, Jeremiah is faster this year. You know what I'm saying? I think Jeremiah's even faster. Too. Right. Like, can the kid getting faster? He did. Crazy. Almost the fastest player on the team now. If not the fastest player. Like literally fucking. Yeah, I just the running back situation is like I have faith in Coach Lachlan, but like 2 performances like that, if it had been just 1 game and then Bo went out and had like an average game like everybody else, okay, I get it. But dude, 9 carries. A second game in a row, he averaged over 12 yards. You up to the fucking opponent level, still runs for over 100 yards. Put the man in, coach. Put the fucking man in. What are we doing?
What would Peoples have?
Let me see right now. We do have the box score available. James Peoples, 7 for 47. CJ Donaldson, 9 for 39. Jeremiah Smith, 1 for 17. Carnell Tate, 1 for 8. Lincoln Kane Holtz, 1 for 8. So, yeah, dude. I mean, James Peoples, 6.7 average. Fucking Bo Jackson, 12.1 average. Bro, come on. What are we doing? Why is this?
I agree, but do you realize we're quibbling over a guy that's averaging 6 yards a carry?
I mean, listen, it is a fucking good problem to have. I get that. But
we've got that problem.
James Peoples didn't have 6 yards to carry against fucking Grambling.
No, he didn't.
And Bo Jackson still had 12. So, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, I only give the running backs an A because of Bo Jackson.
I agree.
CJ Donaldson and fucking James Peoples still look very pedestrian. Granted, they would probably start on any other fucking the rest of the Big Ten other than Penn State. But at Ohio State, that's just not acceptable.
Peoples is a disappointment to me, and I'm glad that we do have Bo Jackson.
I've been leery of James Peoples since we got James People, and it started with the game last year when the game came out, and I just saw like I kind of played with James Peoples like in the second year of the dynasty, you kind of like get James Peoples, and it was just like this he just doesn't have. He's not Travion, obviously. He's not even Quinshawn. He just didn't have. He just felt very, very mid. You know what I'm saying? And that was kind of the feeling. We didn't have CJ Donaldson then, but it's just like, and then even Sam's William Dixon like looks faster than James Peoples. You know what I'm saying? Like when he started, like he had more burst. James Peoples had that one run, but like he didn't make anybody miss. Me and you could have ran through the hole that James Peoples ran that 17-yard run. You know what I'm saying? Like it split like the fucking Red Sea. Bo Jackson is like getting through holes like that don't exist, hitting the crease and hitting it so decisively and so quickly. And then when people there's a thing about missed tackle ratios or whatever. Like James Peoples' missed tackle ratio is like 4%. Bo Jackson's is like 23. The range you want to be in is like 13 to 20. Or no, I'm sorry, Bo Jackson's is like 32. Which is insane. Wow. 3 games. He's only played 2 of them though, so like small sample size, but still like for comparison, Travion's last year was like 15 or something, and Quinshawn's was like 12. So like
he's going to come down. He's going to come down to earth, but I don't think he's. I think he's running back 1. I really do.
Listen, I think against everybody, but essentially Illinois, Penn State, if Bo Jackson is running back 1, he goes over 100 yards. The only ones he doesn't go for over is those 2 games. But I think that threat is what's going to open up the passing game in those 2 games.
And I think he's going to break. I think he's going to break one in one of those games.
He probably will have a long one. He'll probably end up with like 70 yards, but I don't think he goes over 100. Because it's just every time that dude punches the ball, he's like Travion. He's a threat to get you 70 yards.
Right. I can't wait to see him how fast he'll be next year. Even West looked good against Grambling.
Yes. Yeah. Listen. The fact that our running back room in the future looks like fucking Isaiah West and Bo Jackson, I think Isaiah West in the end might be just as good as Bo Jackson. He just is coming off an injury and is not getting as much love as Bo Jackson. But I think Isaiah West is a gangster.
I do too.
So like he looked better than James Peoples and fucking CJ Donaldson in the game he was in.
You're right. He did.
He ran for almost the same amount with the 3rd string fucking offense.
Right.
So what are we talking about? Like, I just think I listen. I have faith in Coach Locke and Ryan Day that like they're playing a lot of freshmen this year, and I other than like the rotation with the wide receivers, but like who are you gonna rotate? Like I want to see Mylan Graham, but like obviously they're not throwing it to fucking Brandon Ennis. Why would they throw it to Mylan Graham? You know what I'm saying?
Well,
we'll get to the wide receivers in a second, but
okay.
Sorry, before we get ahead of ourselves. So what's your grade for the running backs?
I give them an A. Absolutely. Even, I mean, like you said, I am quibbling about a 6-yard per carry guy.
Peoples did bounce back some, but every time he has bounced back a little bit, Bo Jackson has overshadowed him.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When you're like, oh, we got 6 yards to carry, and then you're like, oh, but this fucking freshman, this true freshman, 18-year-old kid, also got 12 yards to carry. Okay, good problem to have. Why are we not playing the kid that gets 12 yards, like 12 yards, averages 12 yards to carry at this point? Like, why?
I agree.
So, all right, so we'll move on to the wide receivers. This is going to be an easy one because obviously, like the only thing we have to talk about, I think, is Brandon Ennis. But what are your thoughts on the wide receivers?
A, if not A plus, because the passes
slowly becoming a cheat code too.
I agree, but some of the passes that Julian threw were 19-year-old passes, but they have the talent to go get the ball, and that's their. And I don't think they have the confidence in Brandon Ennis, and I don't know why. It's got to be his practice.
Yeah, listen, I just don't think he's as fast as we need him to be. And the whole thing is he's being overshadowed right now by the tight end room. If the tight end room was not what it was this year, he probably would be getting some balls. but fucking the tight ends are just slaying. Coach Keenan is winning that fucking battle.
Oh,
Good
yeah.
on Keenan Bailey. Like I was at this time last year, I was shouting, "Fire Keenan Bailey!" He got his shit together, and his boys look fucking awesome. So shout, Coach Key. I'm sorry, I apologize.
What player got a touchdown? Did he not?
He did. He did. He had a couple catches.
Yeah,
Listen,
Max
I think we. I
Max Clare's a danger. He's a danger.
I still think we had. So here's the receiving stats: Jeremiah Smith 9 for 153, retarded. Carnell Tate 5 for 100, retarded. Max Clare 2 for 30 and a touch. Bo Jackson 2 for 21. Like, listen, he's turning into baby Travion. CJ Donaldson 2 for 13. Will Kazmarek 2 for 12. James Peoples 2 for 11. Jelani Thurman 1 for 6. So 3 tight ends caught a pass in this game. That's 2 games in a row that at least 3 tight ends have caught a pass. That's silly. That's crazy.
Didn't we have 5 with the catches last week?
Oh, no, we have 4. Nate Roberts should have caught the pass. Or no.
Oh.
Yeah, we had Max Clare, Max Clare, Jelani Thurman, Will Kazmarek, and Bennett Christian caught 1 for 1 yard. And then Nate Roberts had the Tavian Sinclair one over the middle. It was called incomplete. But that would have been 5. That'd have been all starting 5. They're not starting 5, but like that's tight end 1 through 5. That's insane. But the tight end room, I think, is the next best option, and I do like that they're starting to use them a lot more. It looks like that Clemson game when Jeremy Rucker went fucking nuclear. You know what I'm saying? Like, but they're using.
Yeah.
You have Jelani Thurman's big ass out there just getting whatever, catching the ball now, blocking better, and then you have Max Clare, who is like he dropped that one pass. Yes, that sucks. But since then, he's been fucking dope. He's been blocking well. He's caught passes. He caught a touchdown. He looks like we thought he was going to look, and he's that option. I think he's that third best option.
Yeah, there was another guy that dropped his first pass as a Buckeye too. That was J.J. Smith.
Yeah, and then has since just been the best player in college football for going on the second year now.
Right. Yeah.
Also, but listen, we even have Will Kazmarek, the classic rough, tough, fucking blocking tight end, catching touchdowns and outrunning dudes on Grambling. Like, listen, when your blocking tight end is fucking catching 47-yard touchdowns, brother, you're doing okay. We don't really have much to complain about.
No, Julian looked good on the 90% of his passes. Look just spot on, and his accuracy is unbelievable. Second only to Carson Beck.
Right, and listen, I think his kryptonite has been the kryptonite of Ryan Day. Ryan Day has always been notoriously bad in the red zone. All 3 games this year, we've been not great in the red zone, other than the Grambling game. But the Texas game, we were down there 6 times. We only scored twice.
Yeah.
You know, that game's a blowout. We score those other 4 times. The fucking the Ohio game, we're down there. We got stopped 3 or 4 times, and like we score those. It's a super blowout. So like, like if Ryan Day and Brian Hartline can clean that up, and it's tough. Like people don't realize that like when you get down the red zone and you're 15 yards from the thing, coming up with creative plays or throwing the ball in that much space. There's 22 guys in that much space. Where before you have 50 yards and 50 yards, you can dance that down. You got people on top of people. It's really hard. Windows get real small. People get there real quick. Some of the safeties are real fast. They got real good recovery speed. So like it doesn't matter if JJ can't outrun you in 20 yards when there's only 15. You know what I'm saying? So like you have to get a bit more creative. And I think once we get Bo Jackson in there, I think Bo Jackson can be that fucking, we got to go get 2 yards. Fuck it. We're not kicking the field goal. We're going to go get 2 yards back. But like, I think he can be what we thought CJ Donaldson and James Peoples would be all in one. But we got to get it. We got to fucking pull the trigger.
I think we're still got to stick with CJ Donaldson as a second.
No, listen, he's RB2 for sure. Flat out. But I think if I'm not against fucking if Isaiah West gets some fucking touches down the road, because I think Isaiah West with those fucking quads he's got, banger. He's a bruiser. That's a kid that will run through and go, listen, I don't give a fuck if there's 6 tacklers there. I'm getting them 2 yards.
Right.
So
he is thick, that's for sure.
Quads are fucking like Mr. Olympia quads. They're crazy. Okay, so running backs, you had an A, I had an A. Wide receivers, you had A.
A.
I'm gonna go A too. Like, listen, the fact that you can, Julian saying knows, hey, I can put Tate and JJ on either side, and then go, you know what? Streak them and throw it up to one of them, and they're going to catch it. If you get it in a fucking 10-foot radius of them boys, somebody's going to get it, and it ain't the other team. So, like, that's a good security blanket to have. And, like, Carnell Tate is on the fucking rise, dude. That kid, like, he's playing himself into a first-round receiver. He's, you know what I'm saying? He's turning into a Mecca Ibuka.
Mm-hmm.
He's just consistent. He's getting the ball. He goes after it. He blocks good. He runs fucking hard. Like, he's a start. Listen, I guarantee you, JJ can start on all 30. I heard a scout say that. Like, they reported a scout said JJ right now could start on all 32 NFL teams as wide receiver.
Yeah.
And I think Carnell Tate could probably go be at least a 2, like a Mecca Ibuka. Shout out to Mecca Ibuka, too. 2 touchdowns in his first
touchdown last night.
Listen, his first game, he got 2 touchdowns, and he called the play that gets the second one. He called it. Shout out to Mecca, baby. Like, man, love to see those boys thriving. How many, dude? We have like 5 or 6 of the top 20 receivers in the NFL right now.
Oh, yeah.
Like 2 top 5. That's crazy. Crazy. Like, Garrett Wilson thriving, Chris Olave thriving, Marvin Harrison Jr. doing, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he got stronger.
Marvin Harrison doing as good as he could with
what he's got. Listen, unfortunately he got put with Kyler Murray and shit, and like I feel bad for the kid.
Kyler Murray is not a good quarterback, and
that's fucking dude. I hope he washes out soon too. Him, Trevor Lawrence, all those kids can fuck off, man. They're not good quarterbacks. They're mid quarterbacks at best. But the thing, you know why they stay around is because you got people like fucking Baker Mayfield that got their shit together and now have like a second coming, and they're like, oh, Trevor Lawrence is gonna get his no fucking way, dude. You're never going to convince me that Trevor Lawrence is going to get his shit together.
Baker looked good last night. Again, he's not afraid to run the ball.
Baker's balling.
But I disagree. Sorry about that.
No, yeah, we got off on a whole tangent. Okay, so O-line.
B.
Yeah,
B.
I think they just played okay. Listen, Austin Sherfield, blessing. Fucking Phillip Daniels. Some people think I think he played a good game. I think he played a solid game. Tegra's got to fucking go. Tegra, again, the worst fucking graded person on offense, Tegra, and second, only followed by Ethan and Yanwa. Fucking got to get that right guard spot together. Carson Henman, solid, like a real live center now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, is feeling it. Like,
here's the thing, we can put Padilla in and move Hensman over to the right guard, and it works.
Why don't we just train Josh Padilla how to fucking play right guard?
Because I don't think that Josh Padilla's got the whereabouts as Carson Hensman.
He doesn't, but I think he's not going to be as bad as Tegra. I
hope Tegra comes around. Gosh, I hope Tegra comes around.
Yeah, I agree. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna go B. I think they just played okay. I don't think they had a bad game, but they didn't have a fucking lights out game. Tegra is obviously a liability to fucking. He was a swinging. He was, you know what I'm saying? He was a swinging fucking door when it came to that fucking sack on Julian that Julian should have taken. So like I put half that interception on Tegra.
Gave him the lookout block.
Yeah. So I mean I hope Tegra comes around, but I think if I go to Washington, I'm starting Ethan Onyanwa.
Oh yeah.
He can't be any fucking worse than Tegra. He can't. It's you just have to like not put anybody at right guard to be worse than Tegra at this point.
Tegra is not pulling his weight. That's for sure.
Okay, so defensive line. What is flip sides? Defensive line.
Defensive line. I give them an A. They were
Curry, menace.
Caden Curry, Kendon McDonald,
K-Mac, baller. Look, Bo Atkinson balled out for finally.
Yeah.
Bo Atkinson finally showed up 3 games in, fucking smacking shit. Fucking love it.
Breaking things.
Sadly, like I love Kenyatta, man, but Kenyatta doesn't look the same. Is something wrong with Kenyatta?
He supposedly had that leg injury at the beginning of the season, but
He just doesn't look like Kenyatta like last. You know what I'm saying? Kenyatta last year was explosive, way more bend. He just doesn't. Unless maybe that's the way Matt Patricia's calling it, trying to baby the leg and like making him just do contain shit and letting Caden Curry just fucking be a menace. But like, I don't see Matt Patricia doing that. Especially when you have Arvell Reese and Sonny behind him. Why wouldn't you unleash that fucking crazy fucker?
I agree. But
So I don't know. It's hard to tell.
he's playing the run better this year.
He is, and that's because he's staying home. He said, but I think we needed that. We needed because Jack and JT, what were they? Tried and true. Yes, they were good pass rushers, especially in the season. Tried and true, they were stopping the run though. Those boys were run stoppers. You know what I'm saying? And you had Tyleek, who was a run stopper. You had Ty Hamilton, run stopper. Now you know what I'm saying? Like, I think Logan George played good. I think Bo Atkinson played good. Edric was in there, didn't fuck up. You had fucking Caden Curry being a menace, and you had fucking Kenyatta stopping the run at least. Fucking, how was it not an A?
Well, yeah.
Who do you think is the next person to emerge as the three, though, on those defensive ends? You got Zion Grady, CJ Hicks, and fucking
CJ didn't do anything this week.
Nothing, dude. Didn't hear not crickets from CJ. Who's the third? Who's the third defensive end that I'm forgetting?
George Atkinson and Hicks.
Okay, so yeah, Logan George, CJ Hicks,
and Zion Grady.
And Zion Grady. Yep, Zion Grady. Yep. It's like, listen, I would love to see Zion look good, but I mean, he didn't really get any play. But like, I don't know. Like, we necessarily. It's good to have that depth. I just want to know, like, I want to see who's the next one that's maybe going to step up. Bo Atkinson fucking stepped up. So like, shout out Bo Atkinson, man. Like, he looked like a fucking gangster.
He did. I thought he broke Navarre's hand.
I think he might have. He might have fucked up Ohio's whole last season. Parker Navarro balled out a little bit though. Like I'm not mad. Like for what Ohio State's defense is and what Parker Navarro was somewhat able to do. I mean that long touchdown obviously is on Lorenzo Styles. No shade, no tea to Lorenzo Styles, but like he should have taken that boy down. He knows it. You know what I'm saying? He knows what he did. It'll be fixed. I'm not worried about it happening again. So defensive line, A. Linebackers.
Dare I say A+, except for the one play that Sonny messed up on.
Yeah, but I mean that happens, man. But like, dude, Arvell Reese is a fucking terrorist.
He is.
Dude, he's just spying the quarter. Like you could see it every time he'd take off spying the quarterback, and every step Parker Navarro took, Arvell Reese there. Like that's got to be frightening, dude. That having that man stalk you like that across the field, fuck you.
Right.
I'm sliding.
All
I'm out.
night.
I'm out. Fuck this. That's crazy.
Yeah, he hurt my hand. I can't come back in.
Right. Like, yeah, fucking Bo Atkinson hit me and hurt my hand. I do not want that fucking monster to hit me. I'm cool. Riley Pettijohn even had a couple tackles. Like, fucking listen, they're playing, they're rotating. I think the linebackers are better. If this could end up being the next 2 or 3 years could be the best run of linebackers Ohio State may have ever seen. And that says a lot because this is lightweight linebacker U too. Like we've been turning out fucking gangster linebackers for fucking 30 years, 40 years.
Tommy Eichenberg's still the backup in Las Vegas.
Listen, shout out Tommy Eichenberg though, man. Shout out Tommy Eichenberg.
You know, even the slower white guys that we had actually were better than what we thought.
Right, and he was injured. He played half a year or the whole year with one arm, and was still fucking shit up. Still had like fucking almost double digit or almost triple digit tackles. So, fucking shout out that dude. He's tough as nails, man. Okay, so also Caleb Downs like is basically a fucking auxiliary linebacker at this fucking point.
Caleb Downs is. You just go out there and play where you think it's best for this play.
Dude, he's the boogie. If Arvell Reese is like a terrorist stalking you, fucking listen. Caleb Downs is the demons that sleep under your bed. Facts.
The boogeyman.
I'm telling you, he's that dude that like football players at night are like, I'm gonna cover my feet up. I don't want Caleb Downs to grab the shit out of me and jerk me off this bed. Like I'm telling you, brother. Like he is just a pure menace. I think, dude, Jalen McClain's the real deal. Jalen McClain, smacking shit, dude. Smacking shit.
He's in the place that he should have been.
Brother, that hit he put on that dude was so perfect. And like that was the one hit where I was like, you know what? I don't even have to worry about them being targeted. And then they went looking for it, which made me feel some type of way. Like, now I feel like you're digging for something because that was the most perfect football hit at all. Didn't lower his fucking face, hit him below the fucking, like, bro, listen, you couldn't got a more textbook fucking hit than that. Like, and they still look for target. Like, man, get the fuck out of here with that. Like, Jalen McClain's the real deal. And he's what's freeing up Sonny to go or not Sonny, but fucking Caleb to go be the boogeyman. Like, he's the back end now, which is awesome. Like, we thought we were going to miss Latham Ransom. Nope. Latham Ransom 2.0. Dare I say.
How many snaps did Caleb have? I asked this question for a reason. Yeah.
Hold on, let me see. I don't know this. I didn't look at the snap counts completely. On snap count, Ohio U. 46 snaps against Ohio University.
So he's close to 1,300 snaps and hasn't allowed a touchdown this year.
Fucking crazy. In 2 years.
Then this year he hasn't. Did he allow one last year?
No. He didn't allow one last year either.
So then that stats goes back to last year then. He has not allowed a touchdown since he's been at Ohio State. That's right.
Yep. It's almost 1,500 snaps. That's crazy. Crazy work. Did I say the stat about Julian Sayin on here? Or did I say before the show? The one where he's 9 for 9 on fucking balls over 20 yards?
No, you didn't. You didn't say it in here.
Since we're dropping fucking crazy stats, yeah. Julian Sayin, if you want to fucking criticize him, yeah, had maybe an okay game, but also through the year, 5 for 5 down the middle, 2 for 2, 2 for 2, 9 for 9 on balls over 20 yards. Show me somebody else in college football that has played the level of competition overall that we've played and is that accurate over 20 yards. Now, granted, he's probably got 2 of the best receivers, if not the 2 best receivers in college football, but granted, he's still got to get them the ball. And he's not been that inaccurate. It's not like he has not had any complete. Maybe the Carnell Tate pass was a bit Will Howardy. Other than that, his balls have been pretty all right.
Will Howard
either. I love Will Howard. Will Howard's fucking.
I know.
I love Will Howard, but yeah, like they look like a Will Howard ball.
If you get a minute later, go and look up Jack Sawyer's stats from last night or last week. This last week.
Oh, crazy. Did he have a banger?
Oh yeah.
He got his first sack, I heard.
Yes.
Shout
2
out Jack.
tackles for loss.
Dude, I love, and the fact that he's on the Steelers is like the perfect fit. That is like TJ Watt 2.0, I think. I really believe that. I really think Jack's going to thrive like that.
I wish he was in Las Vegas.
Fuck that. I'm glad he's in Pittsburgh, baby. Woo. Him, that's what I'm saying. I hope they keep Will Howard. I hope they let his hand heal. And I fucking Aaron Rodgers is not going to play that much longer. I think Will Howard would be a good quarterback for the Steelers. I think he's Ben Roethlisberger 2.0 for real. I think he's probably more accurate than Ben was.
More agile than Ben was too.
He can run better than Ben, and I think he throws a better ball than Ben. Ben threw a real tough ball 20 yards out, but Ben wasn't throwing super deep. I mean, when he had Santonio Holmes, maybe, but that's a JJ type situation. I'm just gonna throw the ball as far as I can. You go run and get it. You know what I'm saying? That sort of shit. Or Plexico burst, not Plexico burst. When he had Hines Ward, yeah, you know what I'm saying? That was the Emeka Boost. Anything you throw, that boy's gonna go get it. That sort of thing. Okay, when you have that, yeah, you can specialize in whatever you want at that point. But I digress. Either way, I think Will Howard. I really hope. Listen, it would warm my heart to know that fucking we've got Jack Sawyer, TJ Watt, and fucking Will Howard. My heart would sing. My heart would sing.
I think they're a better team this year with old man Rodgers in the quarterback.
Yeah, I mean maybe. Listen, I think Justin Fields didn't get his fair share there, but that's a conversation for a different show on another day.
I agree.
Safeties and cornerbacks, backfield.
Didn't Iggy get his first holding penalty this week?
But 3 games in, man, losing, bro. Okay, we knew it was coming. We knew he wasn't going to go all season without one.
I give them a B. I give the corners a B.
Yeah,
The safety's an A plus.
Well, yeah, dude, Jalen McClain and Caleb Downs are playing fucking like madmen.
Yes.
I mean, but I mean, they're working Devin Sanchez in more. You know what I'm saying? Like, you saw
Right.
Aaron Scott in the Grambling game. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think they're doing some rotation. Jermaine Matthews, I think, is still playing fucking excellent. I think the only one that like really didn't play super great, and it's just because of the one play, is Lorenzo Styles.
I
And
agree.
he also got hurt, but he said he's okay. I heard he said he's fine. So it's his shoulder. He had an ice pack on it. They didn't let him go back in the game, but he said I could have, but I didn't because obviously we were already it was already 30-9 or whatever. So like
Right.
if you know the game, there's no reason to put him back in at that point. So like no shade to him. Like I think he's good. I think he's another piece that lets Caleb do what Caleb does and lets Jalen McClain do what Jalen McClain does.
Yeah, because they said at one point that he may have to play nickel. Caleb Downs, they were thinking about having to play him at nickel.
And I think he started. Caleb Downs has played everything but fucking defensive end at this point.
Caleb Downs plays where Caleb Downs wants to.
For sure. And that's the whole thing. Matt Patricia's, I guarantee Matt Patricia's like, yep, go ahead, bud. Got you. Like,
You're good.
as long as you're where you're supposed to be, I got you. And like, he's always in the right spot. Caleb Downs is never out of position. Never.
Well, if he is, he's making a play.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If he ever, it like seems like he's out of position, I imagine that's because he's running the play call. But he finds the ball so fast and like is just gets there so quick. It's crazy. His closing speed's redonkulous.
They had skipping to another game. They had a safety now in Atlanta or Alabama again, who has a closing speed like that as well.
Yeah, I can't remember his name, but I know who you're talking about. I watched him that game.
Yeah.
We'll get to that game too in a second. So overall grade for the team for the Ohio game. I know there's a slow start. Everybody knows that. We came out kind of sluggish. We obviously didn't look like we wanted to fucking be there. But I think
We
that's
didn't
good.
want to be there.
Listen, I think it's good to get that out of our system now. And it's good that now that we got it out of our system and we played a team like that, like it was a bit of a humble pie. Like, okay, if we don't get our shit together, people are going to get in our ass. A decent team kind of got in our ass. I feel like Ohio was kind of fucking, they're not that far behind Washington. I think it's enough of a wake up call. These boys are going to go, okay, it's Big Ten play. This is where championships are fucking won is conference play. Let's fucking go. And they got a week to prepare. And I think they're going to whip them boys into shape. So like, I'm not worried. Everything we complained about is very nitpicky at the end of the day. And is easily fixable problems. There's nothing where it's like, oh fuck, we're screwed. There's none of that. Like there's nothing that is not fixable with the coaching staff we have and the players that we have readily available. So like, I don't think we've ever been in a better position.
Yeah, the offensive line, they
even with Tegra looking like shit, even with Tegra being a fucking swinging door, brother, we still are like the offensive line still look good overall.
Oh, I agree. I agree.
They had kind of a not a great game. They didn't have a great game, but they had kind of a meh game. They still did their fucking job. That's all we need them to do at this point. Do your fucking job.
We didn't hear any, we're complaining about probably 2 or 3 plays that Tegra missed in the whole game. And that's right. And he was the only one that missed plays.
Right.
Really.
Dude, like, I mean, think about how crazy it is that you had a mate that didn't even wasn't even maybe it was a rotating left guard last year. And suddenly he's the starting left tackle and he's good at it. That's twice that we've had a left guard slide out to left tackle unexpectedly and be a baller. How lucky did we get that fucking 2 times in a row? Like Austin Serafeld's fucking playing himself into the fucking first round of the draft too, or at least the first day.
He sure is.
Man, good for that kid, man. I love him. He stuck it out, man, and he put up with that shit last year where the offensive line was kind of a mess. Him and Luke Montgomery and fucking Carson Hinsman being banished to the shadow realm, and he's just stuck it out. We got an iron Buckeye. I have no quibbles other than Tegra. Tegra's like my biggest aggravation point of all of this. Like, the Brandon Ennis thing. It's like, listen, man, glad you had a punt return. I just don't think there's only one ball, and I think the tight ends are showing themselves to be a more feasible, more realistic option. And like at that point, like why at this point, like I know they're not going to put in Mylan Graham. Brandon Inniss is a captain. You know what I'm saying? He's worked his way up, whatever. But like, do I think he's gonna fucking maybe the Washington game? He has a breakout game, maybe. But maybe it's just more of what we just saw against Ohio too, which I think might be more likely.
I agree. I
You know what I'm saying?
agree. But Mylan Graham will play his way in if he gets the opportunity.
No, listen, that's the problem is we've seen the one place we haven't seen zero rotation from is the wide receivers. And I think that has everything to do with Brian Hartline happening to be up in the box, which is fine because I think he's calling good games. But come on, man, like fucking Coach Hart and whatever is down there, like you gotta get some rotation there, man. Like we've not seen Quincy Porter, we've not seen fucking Mylan Graham, we haven't seen Des Jones, we haven't seen Phillip Bell. Like if Brandon Inniss is doing, I get he's a captain, man, but if he's a captain, he's also fucking he's man enough to go, okay, obviously something's wrong. Let's try something different. I feel like Brandon Inniss is that much of a man to go, you know what? If it's not happening, put somebody else in. Because I mean, it's like that's what a captain would do, right?
Yeah.
I think Brandon Inniss is that type of captain. So like, I hope we see it. That's all I'm saying. Is I hope when we by the time we round the mid of the season, you know what I'm saying, after the Illinois game or something, or the Minnesota game, whatever, like we round it and we're fucking getting those kids in there.
I agree.
I think it's imperative.
I agree. I mean, these kids, they're going to come in with like what our defensive line looked like this year. They got so much talent, so much experience, but never started anything.
Right. They had snaps, but it was all snaps. You know, it was snaps like in meaningful positions, but they weren't starting. They didn't have that pressure going out and like having to thrive, have to be in first defense. But I think we're getting those kids those snaps and they're seeing them shine. So I think it might lead to more. You know what I'm saying? I think the rotation on the defense, I think it's becoming infectious on the offense. And they had Bo Jackson in the third drive of last game. Third drive. That's way sooner than the third quarter or fourth quarter. So
I agree.
You fuck around, might see fucking Bo Jackson RB1 this week or next week. Woo-hoo. Boy, that fuck Washington up if that happened. But overall, I would go B for this game, and it's just because it was like a MAC game. It was a fucking. We played like we were supposed to. We won convincingly. It wasn't like a complete beatdown, but like when it came down to it, like it fell down to a few drives in the red zone, which has just been Ryan Day's kind of kryptonite and Brian Hartline's kind of thing. And I think that can be cleaned up with play calling. Call Chip Kelly, get some plays from Chip Kelly, and fucking install him. That's it. That's all you got to do, man. Chip Kelly's your man. He's still. I guarantee you. Ryan Day, Brian Hartline calls Chip Kelly anytime. Chip Kelly would pick up the phone and give them the fucking answer to the question.
Well, I guarantee it. It.
Yeah. So, all right. Which game you want to do next? You want to do the two beatdowns first, real quick?
Yeah, let's do Wisconsin, Alabama.
Wisconsin, Alabama first? All right.
Yeah.
Got to Wisconsin, Alabama. 38-14, Alabama. All right. The box score. What do you want to talk about first? Alabama or Wisconsin?
Alabama. I didn't think the score was indicative of this game either.
No.
That Simpson kid for Alabama was slinging the ball all over the field.
24 for 29, brother, for 382 and 4.
And Ryan Williams looked Ryan Williams.
Yeah, Ryan Williams had, I think, 2 something on Ryan Williams. 165, 5 for 165. Jeremiah, okay. 33-yard average. God damn, man. 2 touch. Fucking hell. But you had Jeremy Bernard, 4 for 62. Isaiah Horton, 5 for 48. They had fucking a bunch of people catch fucking 1 ball and 3 balls for like 30 yards each. They didn't rush for fucking really anything, though. It was all aerial assault. They rushed for like what looks like 67, 70 yards, maybe max, 60 yards. But they threw for 382.
They should have been able to choose some clock with the ground game. I don't know. I didn't think the Wisconsin defense really could have stopped it.
A Luke Fickell team, like, I don't think they could have stopped either. But like, I mean, their top rusher is this quarterback, Ty Simpson, 6 for 25. So they had no rushing attack. That's crazy, right?
Right.
Alabama's got no rushing attack. Like, the fuck is happening right now? But
Derrick Henry's freaking out.
Right. Yes. fucking 20 years of Alabama running backs losing their fucking minds right now. But we'll go to Alabama's. Listen, this was a beatdown of epic proportions. The score is not indicative of it. Like, Alabama looked far and above the better team. Like,
oh yeah,
ridiculous.
at every turn,
Every turn.
But
Every facet of the ball, they looked bigger, stronger, faster, better, and more motivated.
now, did they have turnovers?
Team stats. Let's see. Turnovers. Interceptions thrown. Wisconsin threw 2 interceptions. No fumbles lost. Yeah, so Alabama had no turnovers. They won the turnover battle 2+2.
Okay.
So I mean,
They looked the part.
Danny O'Neal.
They looked like they were supposed to look beating Wisconsin like they were supposed to beat them.
Yes. And
I think they're number. I think they're 14th this week now too.
Yeah, listen, it makes that fucking Florida State win look way more scary. The Florida State might be fucking legit this year, huh?
Oh yeah.
Fuck around and find out.
I think Florida State is for real.
Well, I did pick them to win the ACC, so I fucking hope so.
Fucking I think I picked them to lose the ACC.
You did. So Danny O'Neal for Wisconsin, 11-17, 117, 1 touch, 2 fucking picks. No receivers over. Jalen Ballard, 1. Shout out Jalen Ballard, 141-yard touchdown. Give that man the flowers. They rushed for, dude, like the fucking total, the team stats, 454 to 209. Bludgeoning, right?
Yeah.
Bludgeoning. The only thing Alabama did better or Wisconsin did better than them is rush for 20 more yards. That neither team had over 100 yards. Listen,
so
how crazy.
What was the time of possession on that too?
Wisconsin has a bigger time of possession.
I was going to say it's probably close.
31 to 28.
Yeah, that's pretty close.
But look, both teams were. Look, Wisconsin was 6 for 11 on third down. Alabama's 2 for 8 on third down.
Oh, what were they on fourth down?
1 for 2, and Wisconsin was 1 for 1. But look, dude, Wisconsin. Check this out. Think about how mind blowing this is. You got Wisconsin and Alabama, 2 historically great running teams, right?
Right.
Less than 170 yards between them. Neither team went over 100 yards. What the fuck? What?
Yeah.
Fucking, like, think about that, dude. Like,
Barry Alvarez freaking out and
bro, Ron Dane and fucking Derrick Henry are calling each other like, bro, what is happening? Our programs have changed so much. Like, it's crazy, brother.
Oh,
Melvin
man.
Burton the third is fucking in shambles. All right, so let's go to the next fucking bludgeoning that was not supposed to be a bludgeoning, but did we get some shit wrong here, brother?
Yeah. The Miami game?
49 to 12. Miami looked every bit of the part, and USF showed us how bad Florida really is.
Yeah. Because Miami didn't look good at all. I mean, Miami looked good at every turn. USF didn't look good at all.
We had 536 for Miami, 332 for fucking USF, 292 passing yards for USF, 371 for Miami, 40 rushing yards, only 40 rushing yards for USF, 205 for Miami. Yards per play, Miami's double yards per play. You had the turnover battle was even with 2 apiece. Miami
Carson Beck for 2 interceptions.
Yep, 2 interceptions. USF threw 1 interception, lost a fumble. But the time of possession is 23 minutes for USF, 36 for Miami. Miami fucking just fucked them up. 7 for 11 for Miami on third down, 7 for 19 for third down on fucking on USF.
19 third downs?
Yep.
They had 19 third downs. Think about that.
And they only had the ball for 23 minutes.
That's crazy.
Miami's defense was fucking on their ass, brother. Damn. Yeah, they punted the ball 5 times. And they were 0 for 2 on fucking fourth down. Miami punted the ball only 3 times. Miami had 9 penalties for 69 yards, though. That's sloppy.
Ooh. Yeah, it is.
That's sloppy.
There's something they can clean up.
Byron Brown from fucking USF was like supposed to be their savior. No, listen, Miami obviously is like looking like a really good team. So this is, it looks pedestrian, but 20 for 36, 274, 1-1. Nobody had over 20 yards rushing. That's wild. And they had Chaz Nimrod 4 for 128. Wyatt Sullivan 5 for 55. Everybody else is under 40 yards. So you know what I'm saying? Now, fucking Miami's got some ballers this year. So Miami's got Carson Beck 23 for 28 for 343 and 2. Listen, very Julian Sand like stats, almost identical.
Yeah.
Almost identical. You had 347. You had like, what was it? 24 for 25 for 32, 347, 22, and then 23 for 28, 340, and 3-2. So it's almost identical, brother.
Yep.
They had Mark Fletcher Jr. run for 16 for 120. Carson Beck had 28 yards rushing. Go him. Keelan
touchdown. That was on a touchdown carry. I think he had most of that on one carry.
Yep. It's 4.7 average, 28 yards, 1 touchdown. They had 3 running backs score a touchdown, it looks like. Malachi Toney, 6 for 66, 666. 11-yard average fucking Keelan Marion, 6 for 81. Joshua Moore, 3 for 61 and 2. Shamir Brown, 1 for 1 and 1 yard and 1 touchdown. So that's that there's not much to say there. Fucking USF looked, I guess, like USF would look against a top tier team. They looked, and then I think it's all to say. That's a beatdown that looks like a beatdown. And if you saw any of that game, it was Miami had a hold of the reins from the very beginning. They didn't take their foot off the neck.
Nope.
Now let's get to the real bangers. The real bangers. We called this one, both of us, Georgia Tech over Clemson. Clemson, the fraud this year, right? Fraud.
I agree.
We've talked about the fucking real teams. Clemson, fraud alert.
Yeah, they're
Dabo Sweeney's a scammer.
He has not got his team playing very good ball right now.
You know what's crazy is seeing Haynes King throw the ball this year now.
Oh, I know.
Bro, listen, who knew Haynes King could throw the ball also? That's scary. Listen, Haynes King, 20 for 28, 211. Clay Klubnik, 15 for 26, 207, 1-1. Rushing, Adam Randall for Clemson, 15 for 81. Haynes King, 25 for 103 and 1. What?
25 carries?
25 carries for 103 and 1. And he threw for 28 passes.
Wow.
He's the offense, brother, but he's carrying him. But he can throw the ball now, too. Like, before he would have rushed for 200 and thrown for 100. Now, see him rush for 100 still and still throw for 200. Baller. Receivers, we had Brent Wesco Jr. for Clemson, 7 for 126 and 1. Eric Rivers for fucking Georgia Tech, 3 receptions for 72 yards, though. So that's a pretty good average. So that's the team stats. Georgia Tech, 358. Clemson, 381. Clemson passing yards, 207. Georgia Tech, 211. Who thought that Haynes King would come in and outpass Cade fucking Klubnik, brother?
Cade Klubnik.
Yep. Fucking 174 to 147. Clemson and then Georgia Tech. Clemson 7 for 12 on third down. Georgia Tech's 8 for 15 on third down. Let's see. Clemson had 1 fumble lost and 1 interception thrown. So Georgia Tech wins the turnover battle, and I think that's the difference in the game. Haynes King, though, playing like a fucking super gangster, brother. And it was, I don't think the score is a little closer than I think Georgia Tech dominated that whole game.
Tell me ice cold, though. Clock's ticking down. You run your field goal kicker in. No pressure. It's a 55-yarder. Oh,
Bang.
And 3, 2, 1.
Bangs
right
at home. Listen, how much does Tennessee wish they had that fucking guy?
Oh, yeah.
Which we're about to get to now, because also the banger of bangers over the weekend, I think. Fucking, here we are. Fucking Georgia and Tennessee. Here's the breakdown, brother. Listen, I'm gonna start this with Joey Aguilar, baller,
Oh
for
yeah.
real, baller for real. Shout out that kid. Okay, Gunnar Stockton, 23 for 31, 304, 2 touchdowns. Gunnar Stockton looking legit.
And there's the stat that I told you earlier. Gunnar Stockton, they pressured him 9 times, and he was 9 for 182 yards
That's a
on
good
those
fright.
pressures.
I think it's kind of crazy that Tennessee barely lost this game, and they're ranked like whatever 15th. They're ranked behind Alabama, yet Georgia is still up at 6th or 4th or whatever, 5th, whatever
Yeah,
they are. That's
I
crazy
think
to me, right? Like, did nobody watch this game? Tennessee lightweight had it in control. They fucked it up at the end. They had 2 chances to win. They fucking dropped the ball. But
yep.
to be fair, Georgia does have somewhat of a defense, not as great as it used to be, but they do have some ballers. You know what I'm
It
saying?
showed up. The defense showed up towards the end of the game.
Right, but listen, Tennessee, that's the problem. Joey Aguilar came out bald in the first quarter. Second and third quarter, mid, had a couple interceptions, kind of let Georgia catch up. Fourth quarter, bald, and then they just couldn't get it done. Listen, I have every faith in Tennessee. I'm still with my fucking pick that Tennessee fucking wins the SEC this year. That was
Okay.
reaffirming to me.
So check the time of possession on this one.
All right. 50 minutes to 24 minutes. That's why Georgia won, because they just fucking controlled the ball.
You got it.
Nobody had over 100 yards rushing for one person. Georgia had Kobe Young, 4 receptions for 73 yards. But Chris Brazzell, holy shit, that boy's legit. 6 for 177 and 3 tutties. And fucking, let me tell you, Joey Aguilar threw some banging ass balls to that kid.
Yeah.
Pause. But yeah, no, listen, that's fucking. So yeah, Joey Aguilar, like I said, 24 for 36, 371, 4 and 2. Baller.
That's balling, yeah.
And listen, Tennessee also had Braylon Staley, 9 for 97 yards and a touchdown. Their receivers are legit this year.
Oh yeah.
Legit. So listen, here's the breakdown. The team stats: 496 to 502. Wow. In an SEC game. Who would have thought? 304 to 371 passing yards. Georgia rushed for 198 though, through like committee. Everybody
That's
had 60 yards or under.
That's why they had 60 minutes of time of possession.
Right, they had to play 5 running backs. So 198 to 125. Georgia's 8 for 17 on third down. Tennessee's 5 for 12. Neither one of them great on third down, but Georgia 2 for 2 on fourth down. Georgia ran 87 plays to Tennessee's 70. Ouch.
That's the time of possession too.
Yep. Fucking. They were 2 and 2. Georgia had 1 fumble loss, 1 interception thrown. Tennessee had 2 interceptions thrown. So yeah, no, listen, straight banger of a game. If you haven't watched it, go rewatch it. I have all the faith in Tennessee. I reaffirmed my pick. I think we found out who the good teams really are and who the fucking frauds really are. I want to touch on this too. I don't know if you want me to pull up the stats or not. Like, if we don't have to, but Notre Dame and Texas A&M. Listen, brother, is this the year that we just say Notre Dame's out of it now?
We say that every year, and then somehow they convince people that the service academies are better than they are.
If fucking Notre Dame wins out, do you think they leave out some 10-2 fucking Big Ten team or SEC team for Notre Dame? Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
But if Notre Dame doesn't get in, this is the year the Big Ten gets 4 in. I believe it.
Oh, I said that they were getting 4 in for sure.
Well, if they leave out Notre Dame, because we both put Notre Dame in, that leaves a 5th spot. That's a 5th spot.
Yep.
Imagine the Big Ten gets 5 in, brother.
Oh. Feinbaum's twisting and turning right now.
Listen, Paul Feinbaum's head will fucking explode. His ears will just fly off and his head will explode. But listen, Notre Dame had it in hand. It still looked shaky on defense, still looked kind of iffy on offense. And Tyler Buckner, who was like 37 years old, fumbles a fucking snap and let's fucking tries to make something happen. Can't make something happen. Fucking, and then Texas A&M on Notre Dame's supposed to be great defense, just goes down the field and fucking scores.
At will.
just goes down the field and fucking scores and wins 41-40. Listen, there's trouble in Marcus Freemanville, brother.
Oh yeah, that's the national championship.
They're on a 3-game
Second
losing streak.
place.
They're on
Yeah,
a 3-game losing streak. Think about that. The last time you saw Notre Dame lose 3 games in a row. The 80s?
yeah. I was going to say Era Parsegian.
Like, I mean, that's a very story program too. Like, last time we saw Ohio State lose 3 games, it was like one time in the last 70 years or something crazy. It's probably the same for Notre Dame. Like, so I don't know. Like, college football was wild this week, but I think this was the cream rising to the top and the shit falling and the chaff falling to the bottom. I think that's what it was. That's absolutely what it was. And as it goes, we'll get more separation. I think, and you'll see. I think there's 4 or 5. Listen, LSU, I think are frauds. I'm LSU is frauds. I'm calling it.
Okay.
I'm thinking LSU is frauds. Also, your boys in Kansas State. What happened, brother? What happened?
Yeah.
What happened?
The same thing happened to Notre Dame.
Man. Oh, that's rough, brother. It's like it's crazy to think, but that hurts. Also, fucking Utah's playing good. Iowa State. I think it's Iowa State. I still like my pick. I think I had Iowa State, Utah, and I
You did.
I fucking it feels good still. Feels good.
Really?
I'm riding high on that one.
Yeah, my that took a hit for me.
I just saw Kansas State lose, and I was like, "Oh no, that's a bad look, sir. That's a bad look."
They thought they were better than what they showed.
Oh, listen. They may turn it around. Kansas State is some scrappy folks, but I don't know, man.
Yeah, but a two loss Big 12 team.
Yeah, that's not getting in any day of the week.
No,
unless you're Big 12 champions, you're not getting in the door, sir, with that record from the Big 12. Sorry,
right.
that's a no go for me. Who else? Listen, I have to ask this, and it might be hilarious, but how? If you're Nico Ilmiava, what do you just cut your dad off now and go, you know what, fucking, you're not my dad anymore? Because could that kid not win a game this year? That kid might not win a game. He
might not
lost
be
out on money,
playing.
and he might fucking play himself out of the NFL draft. Like,
Well, he already showed he's not a very good handler of resources. You pissed away $2 million to get 400,000
to go to a what looks like could be the possible champions of the fucking SEC this year to a team that may finish last in the Big Ten.
Very possible.
You might not win a fucking game this year. How much divine providence? Listen, though, that will be the cautionary tales for these kids to go, all right, maybe I shouldn't fuck around and find out in the transfer portal. Maybe I shouldn't go chasing a bag when the grass is definitely not greener. Look at this. Look what happened.
Right.
I think it'll be good. Kids will think twice to go, man, I don't want to be Nico. What the fuck? That motherfucker went from top of the world from the playoffs one year to 0 and fucking 12 next year. Oh, that hurts. Or 0 and 11. That hurts. That poor kid. Like, listen, bro. My dad advised me to do that, and I was, because dude, he's a 19-year-old kid. Dude, who's not going to listen to their dad at 19? Especially about shit like that.
If I had a manager, or what am I trying to say, an agent, I would listen to my agent over my dad any day of the week.
But he didn't. He listened to his fucking father. And listen, fucking, that dad should be fucking ashamed. That is, you set your child up for fucking failure over money because you thought you could get something, and you fucked your own kid there, and that's horrible. Not saying Nico's a great quarterback. I think Joey Aguilar is probably a better quarterback, but fucking dude, like that kid traded a future in the NFL that was looking pretty bright to fucking maybe playing himself into like being a backup quarterback somewhere right now,
or the USL,
right?
UFL.
One of the fucking side leagues. Like, that's crazy, man. To go from Tennessee, a playoff team who was top 12 in the nation last year, to 0 and 11, fired their coach UCLA in the middle of the season. Like, my brother in Christ, as Chris Jew would say, fucking, No, go work out, man.
So you're still standing on your Caleb DeBoer's gone by week 8?
Yeah, man. Because I listen. Mm, yeah, I'm gonna stand on business. Fuck it, I'm going.
Okay.
Standing on business. That's what it is. Because I think he still is going to drop the ball. Alabama looked better and stuff, whatever. But as much as Florida State fucking pushed them around, yes, they're better than Wisconsin. They should be better than Wisconsin. But do I think they're going to go push around Tennessee or Georgia? No, I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so at all. Especially after that game I just watched. Fuck no. I think fucking Joey Aguilar fucking dunks on him.
Speaking of other games that we didn't talk about, and we had mentioned earlier um, off air, do you see Vandy won?
Did you see Lenore Sellers got hurt?
No.
Yeah, that's why Vandy won. Lenore Sellers went out of the game.
Who came in?
Oh shit, I don't know. Oh no, I think everybody would have talked about it if it was Aaron Nolan. Hold on. South Carolina, Vandy. It was 31-7-2. It was a bludgeoning, brother.
Right.
Bludgeoning. Let's see. What's the highlights? I don't want the highlights. Shit. They're about to give me the highlights, but we can't watch that here.
Nope.
Luke Gotti. 8 for 27 for 148 and an interception. So let's see. South Carolina, yeah, Lenore Sellers and Luke Doty. Man, I think we'd have heard if motherfucking
Aaron
Aaron
Nolan.
Nolan. Yeah. But Lenore Sellers is only 6 for 7 for 94, and then he went out. I think it was first quarter. Let's see if we can get an injury update on Lenore Sellers. All right. Oh, Shane Beamer didn't give Lenore Sellers update? Hold on, let's see. Sellers was injured with 152 left until halftime in a 31-7 loss against Vanderbilt. The Gamecocks now travel to their first true road test of the season with the SEC game against the LSU Tigers next. Oh, let's see. September 14th, Beamer said he was optimistic that Sellers and his status for the week. He was asked if there's a certain amount of time Sellers needs to practice for Beamer to feel comfortable putting him in the game. He said there's a policy that if he don't practice Tuesday or Wednesday of game week, you don't play. He said Thursdays are important too, but it's a shorter day. I don't care who you are. We need to be able to see you do something on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, Beamer said. The conference publishes its injury report for the SEC game weeks each week, beginning on Wednesday night of game week. It is updated again on Thursday, Friday, on the 90 minutes from game kickoff. So we'll look tomorrow when this is posted to see. Beamer does not provide details of the nature of any of the injuries, players' injuries, and it's kept the same protocol with Sellers. He was asked if Sellers has a concussion. He would not confirm or deny. Oh, yeah, it was a head injury.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's why he's not talking about it. He doesn't want to bring it up.
Right. Poor kid got CTE now and fucking he feels bad. So let's see. Yeah. Beamer said if the game was September 16th, Sellers couldn't play and Dottie would be the starter, but the competition is still wide open for the backups this week. Oh, shit. Aaron Nolan's still in the game, sir.
Yep.
Oh, what is
I hope he gets in.
Yeah, no, listen, he's a good kid, man. I like that kid. I like his family. I want to see him thrive, man. I think he's a good quarterback. I think he got caught in like the perfect storm of like Ohio State getting Will Howard, and then like Julian Sain comes up. You don't listen. Ryan Day was going to bank on Aaron Nolan, and then Julian Sain comes up. You don't not take Julian Sain if he comes up. Like you just don't. Like the number one quarterback, you don't not take him.
Well, Nick Saban called him.
Oh, yeah?
Nick Saban called Ryan Day.
And said, hey, I got a quarterback for you?
Yeah.
Shout out Nick Saban, man. What a dude. Solid. Listen, I had all the hate for Nick Saban when he was coaching, but now, all right, man, he's all right. He's all right. I don't mind the dude. You know what I'm saying? He helped Ohio State out a lot. I think he told Caleb Downs the same thing. Like, man, listen, you were going to go to Ohio State. You should probably go back to Ohio State. Like, But listen, I heard a story though. You want to hear a funny story? So
Yeah.
Caleb Downs, when he committed to Alabama, he called Ryan Day and said, "Hey man, listen, I'm sorry, like we have a close thing, whatever." And so when he was gonna recommit to Ohio State, he called Ryan Day and he was like, "Coach, I hate to do this to you again." Ryan Day said, "Oh my God," and he said, "No, I'm just kidding, man. I'm coming to Ohio State." And Ryan Day said he threw and broke his phone.
Yeah, I've heard that story.
Ryan Day told me, he's like, "I swear to God, I just broke that phone." He's like, "I was so happy, but I just broke the phone. I couldn't take it anymore." Ryan Day's reaction to recruits, like when we got fucking JJ, when they were
Yeah.
telling him at the podium, like, "Did we get him?" "Oh, thank you God!" Like right in front of the press, and I was like, he did the same thing with Edric Houston. He was like, "Yes, we can tell you now, we got Edric." That's fucking dope. That like he's that pumped about those players. Like
He
that's
is.
way more. That's way more of a reaction you ever got out of Urban publicly, at least.
Out of most coaches, Kirby doesn't go shining on kids like that.
No, Ryan Day has been so pumped on some of these recruits. Like I think that's why we're doing what we're doing in the recruiting thing, because I think it's Ryan Day. You know what I'm saying? Like Urban was very standoffish with the recruits. He sent fucking a lot of coaches. Zach Smith did a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of just him kind of hands off. He didn't want to meet kids. I don't need to do a home visit type of shit. And no shade to Urban. I love Urban. Like I'm thankful that he was our coach. He was a good transition to Ryan Day. He gave us Ryan Day. I can't hate the man at all. He's a legend. I love him. But he could have done better in recruiting if he was more like Ryan Day, I think. You know what I'm
I
saying?
agree. I agree.
So, but man, okay. Now it's time to magically pick our games for next week.
Well, we got Oregon State. What time's that one go off?
Let me see right now. I'm gonna pull up the schedule. Week 4. Let me go to the fucking ESPN schedule here real quick so I can get a full. So we've got what are we looking for? Oregon State. Oregon State is on BTN at 3:00. BTN at 3:00, sir.
Okay. So who are our top? Who plays who?
Top 25, we got Texas Tech and Utah. That's going to be a banger. Put that down. That's a banger. Texas Tech, Utah. Maybe another week of people playing. Oklahoma, Auburn. Going to be a banger, I think. See if Oklahoma's lightweight for real.
Oklahoma who?
Auburn. Miami plays Florida. Oh, Indiana, Illinois. For sure. That game's on Peacock at 7:30. USC plays Michigan State. So, okay. What was the other ones we picked? Let's see. Let me scroll back up here. I think that's all the top 25 matchups. Oklahoma, Auburn's on ABC at 3:30. Oregon State is at BTN at 3. Texas Tech, Utah is big noon kickoff. So we got 4 games.
That's only 4. Yep. Who does Georgia have?
Georgia's down here. I think they play at night. Maybe. Let me fucking look. I'm just gonna look at the top 25. Like we'll just look at the. They don't have just the top 25 divisions. Where's the SEC? All right, I pull up the SEC here. We've got Georgia playing nobody. Is Georgia off this week? It looks like Georgia is off this week, sir. The SEC, we got Tennessee at UAB, Oklahoma at Auburn, Ole Miss at Tulane, Missouri at South Carolina, Miami at Florida, Vandy at Georgia State, LSU at South Louisiana, Texas at Sam Houston, Arkansas at Memphis. Nothing there. You look at the Big Ten?
Yeah, who's Penn State guy?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Rutgers at Iowa, Maryland at Wisconsin, Oregon at Oregon State, Michigan and Nebraska. That's the one. Michigan, Nebraska. Penn State's off this week as well. But yeah, Michigan, Nebraska. That one is at 3:30 on CBS. USC plays Michigan State. Washington plays Washington State for the Apple Cup. Purdue plays Notre Dame. Let me fuck around and find out Purdue beats Notre Dame. Putting it down right now. Purdue over Notre Dame. That's my hot take for the week. You got a hot take and a bold prediction for this week?
Hold on a second. Notre Dame. I think Indiana gives Illinois all they want.
Think so? Think they take them to the brink?
I think they do. I think that. What's the spread on that game?
The spread on Indiana, Illinois is Illinois by 5.5. Over under 52. Michigan's only favored by 2.5 over Nebraska.
Are they at home?
They're at Nebraska.
They're at Nebraska. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. And this game's at Indiana for Illinois too. I might give them all they can handle, brother. I might give them all they can fucking handle. All right,
Take
so remember
Indiana the points and the over.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I'd go that.
All right.
Illinois looked fucking good, but so yeah. You gotta give me High State's not playing this week. Give me one kind of crazy bold prediction or a hot take for the week. Mine's Purdue beats fucking Notre Dame.
Who does Penn State play?
No, they're off. Do you want to pick the 5 games we're watching this week?
Okay, let's do that.
All right. What's the first one?
Oregon.
They're favored by 34.5.
34.5? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know that they're going to cover that.
I don't think they cover it either, but still, like a rivalry game and shit or whatever. But it's in Autzen, so fucking we'll see.
Oh, okay. Texas Tech, Utah. And I'll be devil's advocate. I'll take Texas Tech.
You motherfucker. Okay. What's the next one?
Oklahoma, Auburn.
I think Auburn gives Oklahoma a run for the money, but I think John Mater is just too much for him.
Who's Auburn's quarterback? Auburn has a quarterback
Jackson Arnold.
Yes, sir.
From Oklahoma.
Yes, sir. Huh. Grudge match. I say Auburn wins that one.
Think Auburn comes out? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I can listen. I think they give them all. I think it's a close game. I think it's closer than you think. But I can see Auburn coming out of that. That would be boy. Wouldn't that be divine providence? Oh, we got Michigan, Nebraska is the last one.
Indiana, Illinois.
Give me Illinois, but in a close game. Close, high scoring game. Not super high scoring, like 37-35 or something crazy. 38-35.
I agree. And then Michigan,
Nebraska.
I'm taking Nebraska.
Give me Nebraska on a late field goal. Fuck it. Let's go. I don't know why I thought I was going to pick Michigan. There's no way. There's no chance in hell I'm picking Michigan. But like, I had to really, really think like, can Nebraska actually do it?
I think they can.
It's in Nebraska.
I think they can.
They got to go to Lincoln. We played like shit last year in Lincoln.
Yeah. I think they can win that game. I really do.
Michigan cannot afford to come out and play like shit. That's all. That's for sure. But
well, we'll see how the best quarterback in the world plays this week, or so he thinks he is.
Oh, Bryce Underwood.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well,
it's a shame because he does have talent.
he does, sir. He does. Yeah, he does have talent, but like he just doesn't have the weapons, man. And the play calling dog shit. But we'll see if it's 2 weeks in a row and fucking Sharon Moore's not there because Sharon Moore couldn't even go to practice this week. This is where we're really going to see what Michigan's fucking made of.
You don't think Sharon Moore ran it via teleconference?
Oh, but you know he fucking did. Come on, man. Who's monitoring that? Get the fuck out of here. Nobody's monitoring that.
Right?
That dude's texting, fucking FaceTime, and fuck out of here. There's no way, dude. I don't believe those dudes are fucking adhering to any fucking rules any fucking more. Fuck them. But yeah. So, anything else, lunatic?
No, I think that's it. Thanks again for Dubby for throwing a sponsor at us. We appreciate that.
Yes, dude. Check out w.gg. And it's part of the horde. You get GCSD pod, all one word, 10% off on your order. They're really not that expensive. Like you get like a month supply. It's like $40. Tumblers are like $15. They got shirts, all that stuff, whatever. Over there, they got some cool designs for tumblers and shit or whatever. They got some interesting flavors that look like s'mores and stuff and whatever. And they have like a thing where you can they'll literally, it's called Chef's Choice, and they'll send you a mystery one based on like your name and shit.
Nice.
Like, you set up like an account and like based on your username and shit, where there's like try to like they'll try to figure shit and send shit out based on like your preferences. So it's pretty cool.
I can't wait to get on there and check it out.
Yeah, they support small creators. They seem pretty cool, man. The stuff's cool. I'm gonna order some. They're gonna send us a tub actually when I'm gonna order a tumbler, and then they'll send out some tubs and stuff, or whatever. So I should have some here when everybody comes for Thanksgiving and everything too. I'll have some.
Okay.
But we'll have that. But yeah, so check that out. Go. It helps us out. You know what I'm saying? You go. You use the code. Helps us out. Helps us build toward a bigger sponsorship. So thanks to those guys. Other than that, man. Just like I always say, if somebody yells out OH, you yell back IO, and just be fucking nice to people, man. Watch college football. Have friends like Lunatic. Hopefully, we got some people coming up. We're going to try to get Chris Wilds and the Podfather over here to hang out. And I sent out some feelers to some other people. Try to have some special guests on here and get some different opinions on here and shit or whatever. So, with that, man, say have a cursed day, and we'll see you fucking next week for college football.
Amen.